How are you?
I hope everyone's doing well this evening. Welcome, welcome. We're back for another Tuesday night. We're talking about micro brands tonight, and we've got unboxings galore. We got three unboxings. We've got two from our friend Mark down here, and then we've got one from this guy. Oh, this guy over here. I'll get it right in a minute. So yeah, that guy down there. Okay. That guy. So tell your friends to come on over, come on in. We've got some good stuff to talk about tonight. Let me get over here to the comments. I'm running stuff on a different computer tonight that I'm not used to, so bear with me. But let's start out with what's on everyone's wrist. Let's start off with what UG Jen's wearing tonight.
I'm not.
Oh my God! Hey,
it's the aqua knot.
The aqua knot.
Let me see if I can get some focus here. Focus.
There it is. Finally, there we go.
There we go.
I love that watch.
Very cool. I have a feeling I know what you're wearing, Mitch. Uh-oh, there's. I thought you were frozen for a minute.
Mitch, you're muted.
Here.
Uh-oh.
I got you unmuted there, Mitch. Go ahead.
This week's solution is a hint about the unboxing.
Oh.
It's obscure, but then again, so am I. But it is the Tudor Pelagos Ultra.
Nice.
Hey.
Literally titanium.
I really like that watch.
Yep.
Nice.
And speaking of deep divers, I know what Mark's got on.
Well, Mitch, I'll see your 1,000 meters and raise you to 12.8.
And if either one of you went that deep, you'd be dead. So there you go.
There you go.
We'd be crushed.
Yeah. And I've got on the little Tissot this week. I say little, it's not that little, but there we go. See if we can get some kind of a focus in there.
The Forgotten James Bond watch.
The Forgotten James Bond watch. That's right. So that's what I've been wearing all day today. And let me get that back on the wrist here and see who's in the chat. Well, we've got, of course, the Nate, the Ghost of Yiddish Gambino. First upvote, you savages. Yes, we need lots of upvotes because we have lots of unboxings. So let's go. We've got our first super chat of the evening from Mitch. Too hot in the loo. Ooh. Mitch was saying it was 90 degrees in St. Louis today.
Nice.
That is a mess. We've got AB who likes your shirt. Senna is the GOAT.
Yes,
you're absolutely right, sir. We've got good evening from Lakeland, Florida, from Kevin Hawthorne. Good evening, Kevin. Julius Caesar in the house. Hello, watch people. Excuse me, I can't do it that well. We've got Oscar Nunez in the building. And we already mentioned Julius Caesar, but he's saying hi to Oscar. We got Show Enough. Show Enough wants to know where you purchased your Aqua Knot.
I got it on AliExpress.
Ooh.
So I'll just go through some of the specs here. Let me move my thing here and focus for y'all. Okay. So it is a chronograph. The chronograph is actually the small hand in the center. And how that works is it'll count your seconds. And then when you stop it, it will actually backtrack and you count how many times it goes back around. And that's your minutes. So, but it has a screw down crown and a very nice deployant clasp. And it is 50 meters water resistant.
Nice.
And it has a Senko VK movement in it.
Cool. And it's a Spectin zone, which, yeah, I mean, for AliExpress brands, they don't make bad stuff.
Yeah. This is, I mean, it's a really solid watch. I do like it. I'd tell you if it was junk. I haven't had any issues with it.
Yeah. Again, from Nate, sorry I couldn't be here tonight, but I did send Mitch my internet, meaning freezing all the time. And let's see, we've got Love the Progressive Overload. Sorry about that. Good to see you in here this evening. Let's see, who am I missing here? Caliber YQG is in the house this evening for, yes, Tuesday Night Live. We've got, I think I've got everybody so far. Montecati.com makes good Seiko clones of Rolex, AP, and Patek. There you go. I've heard of that. Actually, I haven't never bought anything from them, but I've heard of it. I've been thinking of getting a San Martin. Yeah, they're not bad. They're really good.
The fit and finish on those is absolutely amazing, considering what you pay for them. Like it's up there.
Yeah. So we will remind you that we are having a race at the end of the evening. So if you want to get in the race, you know how to do it. Send us your super chats, your member chats, member milestone chats. Goodness.
I thought I was the only one sick here today.
I know. Somebody else may need to talk for a while. So do all of that stuff and get in the race. You know how to do it.
Do some stuff.
Do some stuff.
Stuff and things.
We're talking about micro brands. I thought we would start with some ones that we like that we think are going to be successful or already are successful. No, Christian Ward does not count. They're no longer a micro brand. But you know, we thought we'd talk about some of those. Obviously, in the chat, if you want to get into the chat and tell us what you think about micro brands, what ones that you like, what ones that you think are going to make it, and maybe some that are not going to make it or haven't made it. And we'll be talking about that as well. First of all, thank you so much for Rolex Guy OK doing some stuff. Thank you so much, sir. $5 super chat. We appreciate it. We'll get you in the race as well. Jen, I see that you brought something up. So do you want to start this evening?
Sure. So this is a company called Otsuka Lotech. Let me scroll down. This is their latest release. They actually just released this either today or yesterday. This is the number 8, which is kind of funny because they went 5, 6, 7.5, 9, 8. So
well, the looks of this ugly watch, I understand why.
Stop. So the 9 is a limited edition of 10, I think, and it's like $100,000. Like it's a super rare special piece. It's got a minute repeater and a tourbillon in it, and I believe it's got retrograde hands and a jump hour movement in it. Like it's pretty serious. But this is the latest one, and it's kind of got like this steampunk mechanical concept going on. Some of the other ones aren't nearly as drastic. You can see here. So you have the 5 Kai, which is the one on the very far left. That has a jump hour in the left oculus, and then you've got your minutes and your seconds in the other two. And then they did a retrograde minute hour readout.
And that's the one that won the GPHG this year.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, it was that one.
Okay. And and then it's got a date readout in the Oculus as well. So that's kind of cool. That's a fairly reasonable.
Were there new other entries?
Oh, stop it. Says the guy that sells every watch he likes. And then,
you're so surprised I have it.
I know, right? And this is the 7.5 Kai. It's like the Star Wheel. It's got the wandering hour on it. So it's pretty cool. It's got a date readout at the bottom. And then of course the 9 is on the far right. And that's the one that has the minute repeater and the jump hour and all of that. So just really, they're not your typical pieces, which is what I kind of like. Like they're exploring some different complications, and they're fairly reasonably priced. The majority of them, and they do hold their value. The majority of them sit at around $5 or $6 grand, I think, to get them, and they are sitting at about $6 to $8 grand depending on the model. So, but yeah, just some really cool, interesting, different pieces.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it right. Asuka Lotek, is that correct?
Atsuka Lotek.
Atsuka Lotek. Lucky bastard was asking what the brand is, so I wanted to make sure you'd heard that.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are cool, and like I say, they did win a GPHG this year for the one with that looks like a kind of like a speedometer.
Yeah.
And AB brings up Yema, and I would agree with Mitch that Yema's not really a micro brand, but Mark at Long Island Watch, who I'm getting together with on Saturday, I'm really excited to see him in person.
Yeah.
Yema is now being carried by Long Island Watch. He just added it this week. So if you are interested in getting a Yema, but you don't know where to get it, check out Mark from Long Island Watch. They just added Yema today, or actually this week. So there's some cool stuff on Yema. And I like Yema as a brand.
Yeah.
And it's another one of these brands that has a real diversity in pricing. You know, you can get into a quartz Yema for $450 all the way up to $2 grand, or maybe even a little bit higher, $2,500, $2,800. So, I mean, you know, it's a brand. It's the kind of brand that I like, where if you want to just get into the brand without buying their highest grade stuff, you can afford to get into the brand without killing your pocketbook, which I think is really cool. And you can get them new. You don't have to go used market. Like when I wanted to get into Tag Heuer, I had to find something that was vintage, because at the time I couldn't like jump right into the bottom end of the brand, because that's, you know, $2 grand, $2,500 to get something decent at the low end. So you have to go vintage. With Yema, like with some other brands that have wide range pricing, you can actually get into the brand. So I like that. Anybody else you wanted to talk about, Jen?
I don't know that I have anybody else pulled up. I mean, Barron's, Corona Tokyo. Those are some that I really like. Barron's has been working with Konstantin Chaikin doing the Joker watch, but they also have the 20G and the 11G, which are super thin movements. So one weighs 11 grams, the other one weighs 20 grams.
Mm-hmm.
And I just solid work. And those, I think the 20 is like 12 grand. So it is attainable. And the 11 is the most expensive one, I think, other than some of the weird tourbillons that they've done. But they're kind of an Barron's is kind of an up and coming just because of the skill that they have shown in their work. I know the Chinese market does not get half the respect it deserves when it comes to the craftsmanship that they put into some of their stuff. And Barron's is one of those. Barron's has won GPHG awards and the whole nine. And obviously, Konstantin Chaikin is no slouch himself. And for him to choose them over a lot of other people that he could have had help him build the Joker watches, he chose them. So that shows a lot of trust in them and their ability. So,
yeah. This is a brand that Ghost of Yiddish Gambino wanted us to pull up, Grandeur. I will say, Nate, that the reason Blake is not with us tonight is because he's meeting with the Grandeur guys as we speak.
Well,
So, but
Grandeur is amazing. Yeah.
yeah. So this they're opening. Look at this. I mean,
Oh my God, look at that.
That's freaking awesome.
Peter site, come on. Reverso, that's insane.
Yeah. The monocle. So this is the Janus is what I want to look at. This is the new reversible, the Grandeur take on the Reverso. Oh, come on. I don't want to do all of that.
Yeah, they I think the thing that is most astounding about Grandeur is the pricing and the execution. They have a minute repeater for $9,000, which is
So can we get a bigger
unheard
picture
of.
here?
They one-upped the Bel Canto by making it an actual minute repeater. So, but just some of the dials. I know Nate has I believe it's a lapis dial watch from them that looks kind of like the burner on Mirage. And I think it was like 1,200, maybe even less. So you can definitely get into their pieces pretty easily. Yeah, crazy hours. So it's got a crazy hours movement in it as well, which is kind of unheard of. It's pretty amazing what they're doing. Robert, did you freeze? Uh-oh, our fearless leader has frozen.
he's frozen.
Dun, dun, dun.
Not a bill for that.
Oh. How's it going, Swaggy?
He's frozen real hard.
Yeah, he is. He's probably going to have to reset. I wonder what happened. He hasn't had any issues. Anyways, anybody else got some?
I put 2 in the private chat, but Robert can't pull them up now.
Well, Ali is here. Ali, would you be able to pull some stuff up for us if we need to until Robert gets back?
Therein lies the question.
So,
Whoop, Robert?
Oh, there you are.
Kind of, maybe.
yeah, it's all coming back now.
All right, there you go.
It's all coming back to you now.
That was weird.
Well,
I know. You just like completely froze in the middle of all that.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I can't share a screen.
No, the screen
That's
works.
too
It's just
much.
you don't share.
Yeah, I can't share from my computer. So,
Yeah.
if we need to pull anything else up, somebody else is going to have to do it this evening. So
Okay.
sorry about that.
No problem. I can pull up Grandeur. Let me see if I can find it. You guys can keep talking.
Oh, so Ali wants to know, is there a list of micro brands you're considering? We're just kind of going over micro brands that we like. We're taking suggestions. We're also talking about micro brands that we don't really think will make it, or that haven't made it. And while we're waiting on Jen to pull up,
There we go.
never mind. She's got it.
I was going to throw in my 2 cents. None of the brands that have been mentioned so far are, according to my definition, whatever that's worth, micro brands. They are independents.
Okay. They're what?
Small. They are independents.
Independents, okay.
One of the defining features that I subscribe to is a micro brand does not make their own movements.
Mm.
As a matter of fact, a micro brand does not manufacture anything.
Yeah, this website is not easy to get around there, Jen, because you have to basically configure your watch before you can see it.
Sunray markers. Let's do that. Base. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Lapis. We did that. Markers. Strap style.
Yeah. So as soon as Jen gets this built, she's going to find the buy now button.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. $2,275.
There you go.
It's right over here.
Buy now.
Yeah.
So Ali Reza says, I half agree with Mitch. I think a micro brand can certainly make certain things like the enamel dials, but they don't manufacture much. Yeah, I think they some like Zal Baltimore, for example, they do make their dials. They do assembly in Maryland. I don't think they make their cases. And I don't think they make their hands, but I know they make at least some of their dials.
Do they make their dials, or do they design their dials and send it to a dial maker to make?
Well, you see, that could be. I'm not sure about.
I would a moderate amount of money that they really don't make the dials.
Yeah.
There's no Chow dial manufacturing plant.
Yeah, there is one that you can put together. They put it together in a plant. They do have people doing that and regulating movements and that kind of stuff, but they're not building it, right.
Is one thing, manufacturer is another.
Yeah. But yeah, and Ali follows that up with, but when you make movements, you're just independent, not micro.
Right.
Yeah. So I know Mark's got one pulled up here.
Yes.
I'm going to switch Jen from you to Mark.
Okay.
Man, that turquoise dial hang on just a second.
I know.
Look at
this
that.
This is the Ethereum. Let me show the side of it. You can see the sides.
Dial is actually all three of those dials are amazing.
Yeah. So they actually make the sides. So it's kind of like a sandwich, 3-piece watch with the stone center. And I mean, for $3,200, are you kidding me? Like, that's insane. You can get aventurine, you can get lapis. The malachite is stunning.
Yep.
Yeah,
so,
I love malachite. That's a nice piece.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Well, let me bring up what Mark's got for us.
There you go.
The Nodus
out of Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And just not to toot Mark's horn, but this is another one that Mark carries at Long Island Watch.
Yeah. Does he carry Nodus?
I believe he is carrying Nodus now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I think I may be wrong, but you can get them off their website easily enough, which is what we have up now. Tell me about this, because these are good looking.
So Nodus watches are good looking, and I love this duality and duality 2 because I'm a sucker for an internal rotating bezel. Double crowns, internal rotating bezel. Can you access this, Robert, or do I have to?
You have to.
You have to. You're running the shared screen.
It automatically comes up to the dualities because that's what I look at the most when I start typing it in. It just automatically to that. But they make a number of good-looking watches, and they are, like I said, they're out of Los Angeles. They do a lot with micro adjustment on their clasp. Before a lot of people were doing it, they were doing it. They do, I believe they do some hardening on their steel. Why would that work? They also have a horrible website, but but they've done quite a few. I mean, they do some. Geez, oh Pete, seriously. Let's just go look at the Obscura since it won't go in. But I always like their watches. I always like the look of them. I always, they've done a nice job. They're kind of in that. I think they're like 600 to 2,000 range for most of their stuff. But you have like these Obscuras. They're not always the biggest watches. Yeah, like this is a 38 by 4 with 40 with the bezel. They do a lot of overhanging bezels.
Okay.
So they also do this sector deep. Oh, jeez, oh, Pete. Please. These sector deeps, which they've started releasing in more colors.
Okay.
That are cool looking watches. And these are like 38s with like a 41 bezel, or like the bezel overhangs the case. So it kind of gives you both the small wrist and big wrist wear at one time. This one sort of looks familiar. It's their deep sea. Well, gradient blue and a green deep. There you have it. But for $600, it's
I was going to say the price is really good on that.
500. I think it's 500 meters water resistant on these things, and you're like, so yeah, the bezel's 42 on a 38 millimeter case.
And it's got the double bezel like Serica has.
Correct.
Where you've got the outer timing bezel and the inner dual time zone bezel.
60 minutes and 12 hours and 120 clicks, sapphire crystals. But I believe they use Miyota movements. Is that in here anywhere?
I think it back up where it said specifications, it should say. Oh, there's the movement.
Yeah, NH35.
Okay, so it's a Seiko.
So Seiko movement.
Solid movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a cool brand, a cool micro brand that you never really hear much about. They just kind of do their thing. I think, Robert, if you're going to is there a watch time or something coming up near you?
If I think they're going to be at Intersect in November here in Austin. I'm going to which one is it?
Time to Watch.
Yeah, no, the Worn and Wound one sponsored one. What was that? Anyway, up in Dallas on Saturday.
Yeah.
Wind Up Watch Fair. Thank you very much.
Watch Fair. There you go.
So I'm not sure Nodus is at Wind Up this weekend or not, but I know that they've been to Intersect in Austin. I just haven't been able to get to Intersect the last couple of years.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping to this year. I'm hoping to go to the Friday night for Intersect this year and see everybody over there. But yeah, I'd love to see this in person. But I have to check and see if they're at Watch Time this weekend, but I'm not sure.
But their catalog keeps expanding, and they just seem to make good looking watches.
Yep.
With good spec.
We will remind folks that we will have a race at the end of the show, so please get in your super chats, just like Mr. GMT just did. $3 super sticker. Thank you, Mr. GMT. We appreciate it, and thank you for watching this evening. And so that will get Mr. GMT in the race. So we will be doing that at the end of the show. And we've got some unboxings to do. We got 3 big unboxings tonight. So please.
Mine are very minor.
Okay, well, we've got 2 minor and 1 big unboxing tonight. So get the upvotes in, please. We would love to see as many upvotes as possible. And
can I pull up another one?
Yeah, you can. Also, somebody asked if any of us owned a Laurier. I don't. I mean, I've heard some good things about the brand. I don't know as far as, the owning experience. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Vertex, interesting brand,
Vertex.
Lots of heritage.
Yeah, so this is a Phoenix brand. I believe it's the great grandson of the original owner that brought this back. And I'm pretty sure they use Solita movements. They're known for using these loom blocks, like on this M100 model. So you get lots of loom on them. They are, originally when they were around, they were a Dirty Dozen brand.
Yep.
Okay.
And they went away, and like I said, the great grandson brought them back, but they don't have a huge catalog of watches, but the ones they make are pretty good looking watches in that kind of $2,000 to $3,000 range.
Okay. And they still make their Dirty Dozen watch.
Yeah. They actually came out with, so this M100 was I think the original one they came out with. It's a 40, I think. But they came out with an actual tribute to that watch. I think it's the M36. Let's see. So, yeah. So these are actual, like, size-wise and everything, like the original Dirty Dozen watch. I think look and size is what they did with this. So it's like the M100, but in a 36 instead of a 40 or a 41, whatever the other one is.
Right. Yeah, so it's the period correct size rather than the modern size.
Before people grew and,
before they all got fat like me. Yeah, I like Vertex a lot.
Yeah.
I know they had a big presence this past Saturday at British Watchmakers Show.
Yeah. I just think they do a nice job with their watches. The M100 is my favorite, this M100A. And they actually make a bracelet for this too, which is nice looking. Yeah, this thing's sold out. $28.55 US, it looks like.
Rufus has a Vertex. Fantastic. And yeah, Lord of Fleck, we just answered that.
Yeah. Rufus, which one do you have? They also make I think it's called the Sea Line. Is that the dive watch? Aqualine.
Aqualine.
But again,
that's cool looking too. I like that.
Yeah, it kind of gives different vibes. Like this blue one on that bracelet kind of has a little bit of Jesus Christ, I can't think of anything in it anymore. Terrible.
Well, to me, it kind of has a little bit of the blue Squale vibe.
Blue Squale and the blue Tudor Pelagos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it looks like it's kind of a flat look to it, like the coloration has that kind of flat look like the blue Pelagos has, which is kind of cool.
Agreed. Very nice.
Nerd with Swag says, would you say the M100 is better than a Hamilton khaki? Ooh, that's a good question. Similar
heritage, certainly.
Rufus has an MP45A. What the heck? Is that even an option? Let's pull that up. Oh, that's the chrono.
Oh, the chrono.
Yeah. Very cool. Boom.
Yeah.
They just
That's
do a really
awesome.
nice job with what they do. Their catalog's not super. It's grown, but it's not. It's
Right.
not.
Yeah.
Super,
But is that a monopoussier?
It is.
We need Captain in here to say it right.
I know. Captains love this high and dry, man.
So Rufus says it is better than the khaki, answering Nerd with Swag's question.
It's definitely different. You know, I mean, you pick up a khaki under $1,000. I mean, so it's definitely
right.
I would hope that the Vertex is better.
Right.
You know, and the khaki's probably going to have one of those modular movements in it, and, just sort of.
Yeah, it's got the.
So probably like a very.
I think it's got a Powermatic in it, Powermatic 80 in it. Although the Hamilton calls it the H80, I think, or something like that.
Sneaky bastards.
Welcome to Swatch Group.
Yes.
No one will ever find out.
I wish Hamilton was still made in Pennsylvania too, Nerd. I really do.
Yeah, that's about 4 hours from me.
Oh, shots fired. Cap's overrated. I know you're just trying to bait him onto the show.
GMT's heart's breaking. He misses his cap.
Yeah, well, just in case Cap wants to come on to the show, I will paste the link here in just a second. Let me get it here real quick without cutting everything off.
But overall, I like my favorite is the M100A, and like I said, they make a metal strap for that, and it actually looks pretty good on it.
Oh yeah,
not too bad. It's kind of an oyster style.
Yeah,
that looks really nice. I like that watch a lot, actually. That's very cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty great looking watch for $3,000. With the bracelet, not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad at all. So if somebody wants to look up Henry Archer, because I've heard of this brand before, Danish brand.
Mark's got the Long Island watch.
Do what now?
Mark has the Long Island
watch.
Watch.
That's right. I forgot. Yeah, he does. Yeah, it does kind of give me a Tudor vibe. Sort of like a really good Tudor Ranger alternative.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're going with the Danes. Henry Archer. Jeez.
I know. Everybody
wants women watch question. Do women wear watches? I did.
Yeah, they do, and they're cool.
All right, I'm just asking for a friend.
I like the purple one.
Our friend Thomas Broadbent, micro brands have a better chance to survive than big now challenged brands. The micro brands usually don't fail, they fade away. Actually, they should all collaborate and form a co-op buying for, I guess, their parts and that kind of stuff. Interesting.
Yeah, they could leverage their buying power, yeah.
And Julius Caesar said he would rather have the Vertex over a Tudor Ranger.
I think Vertex is better looking.
I might as well. Yeah, I think it's better looking as well. And you don't have the hour hand issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's applied block loom Arabic, so it's just not a printed dial. And I mean, there's a lot to be said for that.
Yeah.
Well,
this is a cool watch.
Aether. This is actually a really cool watch.
That's
purple.
200-meter water resistant.
Yeah. $626.
That purple's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Salida 9019. Or not Salida, Miota 9019.
Yep. Which means you get the high beat.
Yep.
like you got some applied. Let's see if we get a better picture of the dial here. Yeah, you have applied indices. I'm sure that's stamped in the middle, but it represents a
That's CNC via shade.
Super luminoma. Yeah, that's a cool one. It's good looking for $600.
Yeah. What's the size on that? How big is it? What's the measurements there?
It's probably not big enough. Oh no, it is 40.
Okay.
At 40 millimeter case, 47 lug to lug, 11 and a half thick. So
I was gonna say if they had that in a slightly smaller case, I would buy that for my kid because she purple's her favorite color. She would love that dial.
He's a purple person.
They got pink too.
Oh, Jen, you'll love this one. It's got a fancy looking dial.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, and it's purple as well. See, I could buy that.
See, this is the Havstrom. Let's see what the specs are on this. That's cool looking though.
Yeah, no joke.
So this was 40 as well. Yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool. Actually, I love that that green on the date window and the second hand and in the minute.
Yeah.
It just kind of sets that off a little bit. That's pretty slick.
I like the way that they've brushed the case and stuff.
Oh, Jen, these guys just are right in your wheelhouse. This looks like some kind of stone dial. What is that?
Looks like
a tiger eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called the Jupiter.
These guys are rocking in the Jen world.
Yeah, Thomas, I know the brand is Danish, but I don't know where their parts are made.
Yeah.
But as Rufus reminds us, these are sold at Long Island Watch, so you can order from them and not have to worry about duty.
Yeah.
He said duty.
That's right. I did. You dirty people.
I know.
Like some sort of dive watch. Anywhere from $650 to $847. Let's see what makes one $847.
Meteorite dial.
Meteorite dial. Very cool. But yeah, to whoever it was, I'm sorry in the chat because I'm in this screen who suggested these guys. They actually, I don't really think I've ever really taken a look at them, but they make some pretty nice stuff at a decent price. So the kids, what I don't know what the hell how you pronounce that, but
you can't speak Dutch.
I do not speak Dutch. I know.
Come on, man.
Yeah, we don't speak Danish around here, but we sure eat them.
Occasionally, I'll eat a Danish for breakfast.
Yeah. $886. That's a pretty fancy looking watch for $886.
I know, with a meteorite dial.
Yeah.
I would assume it's a quartz movement because it's a chrono for that price.
Let's see what we got here. Premium. No, it's a 9122 automatic.
Really? For that price? Yeah. That's
impressive. Poussier.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
It's nice. These are nice looking watches. And again, I'm sorry, I'm on this screen, not in the I can't read the chat, but whoever it was that brought these up, these are kind of I've never really looked at them.
Solid stuff.
There's another brand that Mark carries called Second Hour. Have you guys ever seen any of their watches?
I've seen it on his site, but I don't know anything about them.
Kind of reminds me of these.
Another Australian micro brand.
Yeah. But yeah, these are pretty cool. I mean, they've got a big catalog of watches, different styles and stuff. Looks like 40 is where they like to build them.
Mm-hmm.
But wow, yeah, this is a pretty impressive catalog of under $1,000 watches. In all honesty,
looks like they got some titanium too.
Yeah, man, it keeps going. They even got a GMT for Mr. GMT.
There you
How much
go.
is that violet? Or check the Verdun purple there. The Eclipse.
$678 dollarinos. And that's getting you a 9075. Is that the new GMT movement, or is that the old one?
Yes. No, that's the well, it's about 3 years old now.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the true GMT from
the true GMT from Mille.
Yeah, from Mille. Mm-hmm.
This will work for you, Robert. This is purple and it's 39 millimeter.
There you go. An open case back. Looks like a very nice clasp.
Yeah.
Good lube.
They did some finishing on the movement.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, just solid watches. Very solid watches.
I've never seen these guys before.
I haven't either.
Looks like Mary Mondami wears one.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. I can't
What?
with you.
Tell me it didn't look like him, Jen.
I know. You can't take him anywhere, can you?
Nope. This is why we can't have nice things.
And the thing is, you did take him somewhere this weekend.
I know.
At least you met him
I
there.
know.
Good God.
You broke bread with me.
I did. And it was hella good. Had a great breakfast sandwich.
So yeah, you guys, if you guys didn't know, Mark and Jen met up at Teddy's new store. This past weekend. Tell me a little bit about what you guys thought of the store. I know you covered some of this on Sunday and Friday, but on Sunday rather. But tell me what you thought.
I had been to his old store. I went to an event there because it was the Breitling NFL event at his store, his old store, and I remember thinking, "Jesus, is tiny," you know. The store was just so small. And the news, you just, I mean, there was, 50, 60 people there, and it felt constricted, confined. Yeah. This new store it's on the corner in this plaza, and you walk in and the room opens up, and it's just, you have lots of room. There's lots of places to sit and talk, and all the different displays, and then even the counters with some of the less expensive brands where they have like Seiko and Doxa and Mito and Certina and Oris and stuff. I mean, it was really, really cool. A really cool store, I thought. People were always first rate, real nice there. Get you anything you want to look at, and they were busy, and I was surprised because they weren't selling a lot of high end stuff. There weren't people in the Omega and Blancpain and Glashütte. They were selling Seikos and PRXs and Tudors. It seemed to be what was being sold while we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just picked up Tudor, so I don't know if Tudor had another AD in that area, but that's certainly a nice pickup for his stores to get that brand.
Yeah. Them in Blancpain.
And just to mention it, we've got 26 upvotes. Please give us some upvotes. We got lots of unboxings this evening. We're going to get started in about 10 minutes with our unboxings. So you got just a little bit more time to upvote. We would also like to remind you that we will be doing a race at the end of the evening. And so far, we've only got 3 entries into that race. So send us your super chats, your member milestone chats. You can join the channel. That also gets you into our WhatsApp group. And we will, let's see, what's the other way you can do it? Oh, you can gift memberships. That'll also get you in the race. We'll pick somebody for free at the end just because we love you. We love you all. Mike seems to think it's just a matter of time before Teddy gets Rolex.
That would be cool.
Rolex.
I don't know.
I don't know if he wants Rolex.
That area is where Rolex wants to set up shop. There's no LV. There's no high-end shops at that level around there.
Yeah.
So I don't know that Rolex would move in there, but I mean, it's a beautiful place. Like it would make sense, but they would probably want the whole place to themselves. So
We thank Mark for his 6-month membership. Membership has its privileges. Absolutely. It gets you into the race once a month when you get your member milestone chat. And AB, make it 4. Well, actually, you're 5, but we got you in there, AB. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat. We really appreciate it. We do have 30 upvotes, so we've got enough to do some unboxings.
You guys want to see something?
Yeah. What are we looking at?
Mitch is going to go after me because he's got a good unboxing.
All right, we're gonna get you. We're gonna get you into the position. Thomas, yes, he just picked up Tudor, I believe, last week or the week before.
Yeah.
So
when
Teddy
they
does
open-
have Tudor.
Yeah.
And IWC, I think, is a recent pickup for him. I don't remember seeing him with IWC.
Yeah, I think IWC, Tudor, Blancpain.
Had Blancpain because he had them when I went to the event.
Oh, did he?
Early event, yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, he picked up. I think IWC and Tudor were the big ones that he picked up to put in. So
And unlike his old store now, in the new store, he's also got a Longines section, which I think is really good.
Very cool.
So yeah, and so with the expanded store means that he's got more shop in shops for more brands. So not just what he had before, but he's also, got obviously the Tudor shop, IWC shop, Longines is new. So yeah, I want to get up there one of these days and go see the store. I really do.
Yeah, I think it was Grand Seiko.
Yeah.
IWC or Tudor. Grand Seiko.
Tudor, yeah.
IWC. Glashütte.
Yeah, it was Glashütte next.
And then Longines.
I think there was something in between them and Longines, wasn't there? Or maybe not.
Baum and Mercier.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they picked up Baum and Mercier too. I forgot. Just in time for the sale.
Yeah. Omega. Breitling. On. And then in the glass cases, it was like Tissot, Certina, Mido, Doxa, Squale,
Seiko.
What was the Unimatic? Oris. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, there was a lot of things to look at.
I think my favorite part of the store is the island in the center. I haven't seen that in anybody else's store, and I think it's a brilliant idea. It's got seats on both sides, so it's double wide, and I mean it's huge. You can fit probably 20 or 30 people at that thing.
Yeah,
if you wanted to, and you can just sit down and they
somebody say double wide.
Double wide,
yeah, double wide, JJ, double wide. And they'll bring anything you would like to look at to you. They're super great. They're, I mean, top-notch service. Just wonderful people to buy off of.
Interesting question from Hannibal. Which Swiss watch brands are 100% Swiss made? Are you counting just the watch heads, or are you counting the bracelets as well? Because there are some Swiss watch brands that outsource their bracelets.
Yeah.
I would say Rolex is 100%.
Yeah.
I believe Tudor is now 100%. Other than that, I don't know who else outsources their bracelets.
Does MB&F outsource their bracelets?
They probably, I don't know. I mean, there's been talk for years that Omega outsource their bracelets. I don't know if that's true or not. If not, then Omega would be one too, because they manufacture pretty much top to bottom.
Bovet.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would. AP might be. I would think Patek would be.
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly. So probably Laurent Ferrier, yeah, but I don't know for sure. I would guess. But, to meet the Swiss made, you only have to be, 60% of the watch has to be made in Switzerland?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Hey, JJ.
How's it going? Go ahead. I'm sorry, Mitch.
I'm saying that the rules make it easier than you think to get the Swiss made designation.
Yeah.
I just came on to do a quick inspection, make sure everything's up to par.
Well, as usual,
Boss is here. Be good.
it's the usual mess of a Tuesday show, JJ. So of course we're up to par.
You guys look like you're having a good time. Looks like you guys are
Yeah.
enjoying yourselves.
We're about to get into some unboxings.
Oh, I made it just in time. I only have a few minutes to spare, so
Okay.
I said, why not spend it with you fine people, you know?
There you go.
Lovely.
So Mark goes first.
Okay. So everybody knows I just picked up the James Cameron, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I made a 2-for-4 trade. It really could have just been a 2-for-1 and a little bit of cash, but they're like, well, if you want store credit, so I was like, let's see what's around the store. So there's one watch on the way. They just picked up Hamilton at my Omega AD, and they so I haven't had a khaki field, just a traditional black khaki field in a long time, and I'm like, you know what, I always like that watch. Throw one of those in there. But so I'm not taking out the box because the one box is just absolutely huge. It's the biggest watch box I've ever seen in my life. So
Bigger than the Speedmaster boxes?
Bigger than the Speedmaster boxes. It's enormous. It's a big ass box. But the other one came in a really small box. So my, the box room thing hasn't really shifted that much.
Your cocktail watch came in a little box.
I know, right? Now, I sort of alluded to what these were by saying that I love a dual crown internal rotating bezel watch, correct?
Yep.
Earlier. Both of these watches have 2 crowns and an internal rotating bezel.
Oh.
I know, right? So do you want to see? Because nobody's going to guess these, so I'm not even going to play the guessing game.
I put my guess in the, you don't have to answer because it always takes away from it, but I put mine in the chat.
AB, I have had a JLC Polaris before, and this is not it.
So JJ guessed the Alpinist.
The Alpinist, that's a good guess. That's a great watch, but that is not what it is.
I missed
the
mine.
Alpinist. The new Alpinist is killer.
Yeah.
I had that light blue one, the
the Houdinki one.
No, the one that came out after that caused all the hysteria they were pissed about. It was I think it was an exclusive from Italy.
Okay.
And the Wizard actually, he had connections in Italy to get one, and he got it for me like at a really good price. But then after all the shit went down, I said, I don't want this watch. I put it on eBay. It actually sold. I thought I figured I was going to lose a bunch of money, but actually sold for more than I think I bought it.
They hold their value. That one does hold its value. Yeah. It's just a great watch.
Yeah, it just had bad, like history.
Bad juju.
Yeah, I just couldn't wear. Every time I looked at it, I was like, I just couldn't wear it.
Fuck that guy.
Yes, AB, you are correct. They do. That would be the Legend Diver.
The Legend? Did somebody say the Legend Diver?
Yeah. Well, somebody said, does Longines make it? Uh-huh.
There it is. Oh, is that DLC?
That's the DLC rubber strap one.
That's nice. I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, they discontinued it, but I think last year. This is the 42 Legend Diver. Now, this one, this was in their used case. It's a cut strap. It fits, but it's really tight, so they ordered me a new strap for it, which should be here this week sometime. But yes, Longines Legend Diver. I've owned the stainless steel on mesh before, and this was in the case. It's been in the case for a while. I look at it every time I go there. Just hi, Legend Diver. So that is number 1 of the dual crown internal rotating bezel watches. The Longines Diver.
That looks really great. I'd never seen the black either.
The black
that looks really cool.
I'd never seen seen it in person before. Yeah, I'd never seen the black in person before. Only on renders and stuff, and I was like, it's okay. But when you see it in person, it's actually really pretty slick.
Yeah, very, very nice watch.
I like this one a lot.
I'm a huge fan of that design.
Yeah. Then the other one, we could play guess the brand for a week, and nobody would probably guess the brand.
I'm trying to think. Huge box.
No, the huge box is the Legend Diver.
Okay.
The giant brown box that my goalie mask is sitting on.
Oh, wow.
Oh, jeez.
Holy gosh.
And inside that cardboard box is this giant wooden box, and it's got a real nice, polished stainless nameplate. Says Longines Heritage Legend Diver. It's beautiful, but it's way too big.
Yeah.
Longines boxes are huge.
Yeah,
I've got like 4 of them.
Oh, George got a guess here.
George, give us a super chat, and we won't unbox an IWC. How's that?
There you go.
Man, that's
AB, I did not pick up a Jordan. These are kind of a little bit lower tier, not exactly.
Actually, we don't know what Mitch has. He may have an IWC.
Mitch may have an IWC. That's true.
Shout out to Clam. I haven't seen Clam in a long time. Good to see you.
Hey.
Yeah.
Spinnaker.
I love Spinnakers. These are
Grubel
cool.
Force. Yeah,
Hannibal,
Hannibal, you're funny. I just moved out of my house. I bought a Grubel Force.
All right, so this other watch is a GMT watch, if that helps anybody.
Does not help.
But the bezel is internal. So it's not an external, like a bezel like you rotate like this. You rotate it with the crown. And oddly enough, it is exactly this one. For some reason, I've had a number of internal rotating bezel watches, including the Polaris, including some Legend Divers and other stuff. And every time the bottom crown is where you set your time and wind the watch and stuff. On this one, it's actually the opposite. Which is
interesting. So the 2 o'clock crown is what you set your time and everything on.
Yeah. It's odd in that way.
I can guarantee you, AB, it is not an Invicta.
It looks like, so the Legend Diver is based on on their old Longines Legend Diver super compressor. This watch has the dual crowns like a super compressor nerd, but it's a GMT function, so it's not a dive watch. I believe it's good to 100 meters. Has the exhibition case back. It has a leather strap. Are you ready?
Baltic?
Yeah.
It is not a Baltic.
Okay, I know they have the
Those are
aqua
too small for him.
like that, right?
Robert, do you have a guess?
I don't. I can't think of a GMT with an internal rotating bezel right off the top of my head.
Mitch, you got anything?
I'm just thinking of like an odd brand like Certina or something.
It is an odd brand. It is not a Certina. It is not a Swatch Group watch. It is the Raymond Weil Freelancer.
Oh, I totally forgot about the Freelancer, and I was looking at that the other day. Oh my God, I'm so stupid.
That's a really nice watch.
It's a really nice watch. Now, other cool thing about this watch, I don't think it's ever been worn. The leather has no marks on it. It still has most of the stickers on it. I think somebody bought this and traded it in, and the warranty card is undated.
What size is that one?
This is a 40.
40. Good size.
Yeah, probably wears a little bit larger because of the thin bezel. Am I right about that?
Yeah, the thin bezel, and it's got kind of long lugs. But it's a really, really cool watch. I mean, it's really good looking for what it is.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's a good business travel watch.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a request for the applause.
Yes.
There you go. The well done applause. There you go.
So that's the two. Boom, boom, boom.
Very nice.
Man, I think you have two winners there, man. Those are good.
I thought,
Really good.
Like I said, I could have taken a small amount of cash, but I was like, you know what? If we can play, let's pick some watches. I'm always down for that. And they have a back case of watches. They don't even put those ones on the website, but those two have been in that case for a while. And I was like, I like this watch. I should see if that'll work.
So we have a request for the case back, the open case back on the Raymond Weil.
It's got the sticker on it still.
Deployant clasp. Very nice.
Yeah.
That's solid, man. That's a solid watch. Curved, the curved spring bars.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a really nice looking watch. It's nothing.
What's the lug width on that? 20?
I think it's 20. Yeah, 20.
Okay, good. So they didn't play any stupid games. They gave you a a good. I hate when they do that. They'll put like a 19 or a 21. It's like, come on, put a 20.
Got a nice mix of brush and polish. You got, both of the crowns are signed.
Nice.
It's just a cool watch.
Yeah, that is very cool. I love it.
All right, guys. Well, on that note, I got to bid you adieu. It was fun to watch the unboxings. I snuck on, and now I have to sneak off.
Well, have a wonderful evening, Mr. JJ. Thank you for letting us take over your channel for the night.
Oh, be my guest.
Like the last 3 years.
Mikasa Sukasa, as they say, right?
That's right.
All right. I'll see you guys.
We'll see you later. Bye. So we've got one more unboxing, but Mitch is frozen. Oh, now he's not frozen. So Ryan says, no BS, I'm impressed. Lucha, very cool indeed. I am too.
I thought it was two pretty cool watches that were almost like a throw-in on the James Cameron deal. You know what I mean? Like,
that Legend Diver is a killer watch, man.
Plus, you've got the Khaki Field still coming, so that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got Mr. Mitch with the big unboxing of the evening, and then we will race. So if you want to get in your race entries, go right ahead while Mitch is unboxing.
I don't know about how big it is. It's different. So it's white and it is recyclable.
Ooh.
There you go.
But that's not the brand name.
No. But I know what brand it is.
Is it D-Trash?
No, it's not.
I won't manage to get the. All right, so we have here a blue, really blue box.
Well,
very.
It is.
Is that a Grand Seiko? No. Okay.
Squale.
I knew exactly what it was because I got that same box, buddy.
And it's not your ordinary Squale. It is stuck in the box. This is the carbon case.
Oh,
nice.
No carbon polymer composite. And there is a story that goes with it. The message I got from Robert last week saying, "Oh, the watch has got carbon squales for half the price." So she knows I have a carbon watch sub collection.
yes.
So I went and got it.
Nice.
Yeah, Mark from Long Island Watch had those on for $1,000 off.
Wow.
They were literally half price.
One thing that's somewhat hard to get used to with carbon watches, not just this one, is they are so friggin' light.
Okay, yeah.
With a baby's toy watch.
So Mitch,
titanium heavy.
So you have this one. You have the PRX. You got the Oris Colson edition. Which other one do you have?
I just sold the Oris Coulson for a future purpose. So this now takes its place.
Okay.
Now I have 4. The Squale, 2 Tissot's, the PRX, and the Cideral.
Oh, that's right. That's the other one.
And now my brain is dead. It'll come to me momentarily. But the one I usually forget is Cideral. But now I remember that one and forget the other one. So that's the story. About 4 carbon watches. -1 + 1 = 4.
So George was wondering how thick. George was wondering how thick the watch is. Isn't it about 13 and a half? I want to say.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice. Omega thick.
That's right.
Yeah, but it's super
Dial,
light. So
extra dial.
very cool. I can't
Well,
believe
that
it's
is
already
very,
in
that
Colson.
is very, very cool. Love it. I'm so glad that he came in because I knew you had ordered it, and I'm so glad he came in, especially in time for the show tonight.
Well, lately the U.S. Post Office is even slower than usual. I guess with all the weather that's been, I mean, it took me like almost a week to get this watch.
Oh wow.
So,
Now these days a week's not bad.
just trying to remember. It's just bugging me now. What is the 4th carbon watch?
It's not the FXD, is it?
No, we do the PRX, the Cideral, now the Squale, and
Colson's gone.
Colson's gone. There's one more.
I still look at that Colson every time I see it.
So they still have it in the case there, Mark?
Oh yeah.
That was tough to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a beautiful dial on those watches.
I took a bit of a bath on that one.
Uh-oh.
You got it with a healthy discount.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to race here in just a moment. We'll give you a 2-minute warning. So get the, if you want to get into the race this evening, please feel free. We only have 5 people in so far, so chances are pretty good. If you get in now, you might be able to get into our monthly. And if you get into the monthly and win that, you will get a prize from Mr. JJ. Also, if you win a monthly, you'll get into the yearly where you get a bigger prize. So, hey, it's worth at least a $2 super chat to get you in the race tonight. But we will be adding someone here at the end. So get those entries in. Again, 2 minutes to get you into the race. Jen, did you want me to bring up what you've got? Or have we already
you can't. Somebody had asked about the Q watches.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. This is
I love these. I just wish they were slightly larger.
Yeah, I think they're what, 38?
I thought they were even smaller. Most of them were even smaller than that.
37s and 35,
Maybe.
34s.
Yeah.
They listen to the hype, the hipster hypesters.
I really like the designs that they've come out with on these.
Yeah.
Solid quality.
And gorgeous finishing on that too. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. So that is the Q watches, and that's got a NE86A, which is a 34 joule movement chronograph.
I love these. I love the Formex Essence, nerd. I think the Formex does an amazing job with their watches.
We never did get into any micro brands that we think may not make it. But I know that
we were just looking at with their tiny watches.
no. Kuo is mostly targeted at the Japanese market, and they're doing pretty well, from what I understand. So is like Carano Tokyo's doing pretty well over there.
Yeah.
Again, targeted towards the Japanese market. But Mitch gave me a watch from a micro brand called NTH, which is a fantastically built watch.
Oh yeah,
Great finishing, everything, but they went belly up.
yeah.
So it just goes to show that you can have a terrific product, but if you don't get the word out or marketing or whatever, it just they fade away.
The problem is that if you're a micro brand and the market keeps getting more and more crowded with micro brands, just having a price advantage is not going to be enough to survive.
No.
Right.
You've got to differentiate yourself. And there are lots of ways of differentiating yourself. Historical differentiation, like the redone Vertex, tongue-in-cheek differentiation, like Studio Underdog. You can start moving into becoming more of an independent, like Christopher Ward, but just being able to come out with yet another dive watch with another colorway using a Seiko NH35 or a Biota movement, you're gonna be very susceptible to being commoditized out of the business.
Yeah.
So I worry about brands like Erebus or Jack Mason even. I think a Nodus, even though I like them, are they differentiated enough, or what do they have in their bag of tricks to differentiate them further? But because otherwise, it's going to become a low price thing, and most of these guys, while not aiming to become the Elon Musk of watches, want to be able to make more money.
Yep. And you also get into the issue of paying more for a micro brand. A lot of watch collectors don't want to do that because they don't view any future value in that watch. Mm-hmm. Being a micro brand, future value is limited. I don't care which micro brand it is, unless you're talking about one of the super high end micro brands. But other than those, kind of your everyday micro brand, that's tough. Trying to change that perception, or even if that perception can be changed.
Can you pull up Manthoni's comment?
This one?
Yeah, so I think he's talking about the Raymond Weil, because the blue one is just a GMT. They make a black PVD one, and they make a green with like a goldish PVD case that also have like a world time bezel on it as well. But this one's just a GMT. So it's just the dual hour function on there with the moon and the numbers. But they do make the black and the green freelancer. I think they still call them freelancer GMTs, but they're actually world timers as well.
Yeah. You bring up Marathon out of Canada. The one advantage Marathon has is they have some military contracts.
Government contracts, baby.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think they're doing okay.
Yeah. And they partnered with Jeep. They make a
yeah,
Jeep.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Jeep.
Oops. And of course, I just hit the wrong thing. We're going to get the race ready here. Again, if you want to get in, there's probably a little bit of time, and I'm just about to get this thing going.
Nice.
While I'm doing this, you guys can think about who you want to add this evening.
Ooh. How about, is Ryan Hofre in?
Yeah, he was in here earlier, so we can add. Let me.
Is Manthony in?
Yeah, Anthony.
All right. So
we could probably add 10 because I don't think we have many entrants.
no, but we'll add those two.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the question is, can I stream the race without dying?
Well,
let's take a chance.
We're gonna take a chance here. Let me get back here and bring her on up.
I just noticed there's one clock in my house that I did not reset for.
So we've got 44 on the clock. We'll get the music down here and we will shuffle them up and away we go.
Ooh,
We're just doing the old-fashioned horse race tonight because I'm lazy and didn't want to look for something else. This is the one that came up. Everybody's pretty even so far. What's the deal? Mark, you're slightly ahead.
That means I'm going to finish last.
Probably. But yeah, everybody's pretty even. We got a few dropping back. Rolex, Ryan Hofrey, and Mitch. That means Ryan's probably going to win. Mr. GMT in second still. AB is up there, but dropping out. Here comes the slingshot. Manthony and Ryan Hofrey and Rolex Guy and Mark and nope,
AB
it's going to be
comes
AB.
from behind.
Look at that. Congratulations, AB. Congratulations to my stream for not dying.
Nice.
And Liberty Spot, we will get you into the next race.
Oh, Liberty Spot.
He got in right as you were getting ready to start the race. So.
I'm so sorry. We'll get you in Friday's race.
Yeah.
So again, thank you for the $5 super chat. I really, really appreciate it. Let's tell him what the unboxings were real quick. Let me bring the race off and you guys show him what you unboxed this evening. We'll start with Mark. We'll get Liberty Spot caught up here real quick.
We unboxed a Legend Diver and a Raymond Weil Freelancer GMT.
There we go. Mitch's camera's off right now. He unboxed a carbon Squale, which looked really, really nice to add to his carbon collection. And again, Liberty, I will message JJ and we'll make sure that you are entered in the Friday race. All right. Oh, there's Mitch. Mitch, can you show the Squale real quick?
No, because I just put it away.
Oh, well, okay. Well, you'll just have to take our word for it, Luch. We want to thank everybody for joining us this evening. You guys have a great week, rest of your week, and wear your watches. See you later, guys.